We turn 2 later this week, is our 2-year birthday. And we just crossed 7 million. As you mentioned, did all that less than 2 years, kind of built the whole business the way I'm teaching others to build their business. The majority of my workforce is in the Philippines, and that has allowed me to continue to be bootstrapped. So very beginning, just like most bootstrap companies start, I was doing everything. So I was taking all the sales calls, I was doing all the talent acquisition. And as I started growing, I incorporated the business model that I'm selling other people into my business. So my first, I would say 10 employees were in the Philippines. That got me through about the first year. And then I hired my first stateside person. So our first stateside person has been here just about a year now. Currently, like today, I have 25 people in the Philippines on my core team, on my internal team, and 5 people stateside. This is exactly how I'm telling others they can grow their business. And there's a big need for it, not only from bootstrap businesses, obviously, but big corporations as well. And we continue to see growth there. Another thing that really led us to this huge trajectory is our lead volume. So to date, we really haven't paid for any paid ads yet. 80% of our leads have probably come from Twitter. And that was a big surprise for us. Like I said in the beginning, I was doing it all. I was doing the sales calls, I was doing the talent acquisition, all of it. And then I hired my first recruiter in the Philippines and kind of grew from there. Our first leads were from my co-founder, Jesse, from his network. So we met with them. I sold them on the product. They said, yeah, I really could have used 2 of these months ago. So we kind of had a proven idea at that point. The second thing that happened for us, which was pretty incredible, was that we were mentioned in a newsletter. And then I knew that mention was going to happen. And in prep of that, I was like, well, I have no idea. I'll just get these in email. Like, I don't know if it's going to be 10, if it's going to be 100 people, I don't know. So I made a type form and hooked it up to the website. And so that newsletter went out and I had 14. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a wait list. How cute. It's like 14. But it was so exciting at the time. And then within a couple, maybe 2 weeks of that, Jesse wrote a thread on GrowthAssistant and us starting the business. And, it talked about our friendship and everything else as well. And that thing went viral. So we had 300 leads by the end of that thread, like running its course. And again, it was just me at this time, getting on the phone with everybody to sell them, all of our sales are done through a call, like an actual Zoom call. So it wasn't like I could send them something over email and we could just like quickly trade information. This is an actual sales call that needs to happen. Then hired a recruiter because I had to offload some of the recruiting load so that I could continue to take the sales calls. But that is really what rocketed us, I would say, that first year. Twitter continues to be our lead source now as well. Like I said, our major lead source. We still leverage Jesse's network a lot, have done some outbound things, and really just selling within our expansions within our current accounts have been really what's led to the growth.